After an epic third season, fans have been highly anticipating Season 4 of Attack on Titan, which arrives this December on 7th. Season 3 was split into two parts. The first aired in 2018 and focused largely on Eren Yeager and the rest of the Survey Corps opposing the government, who were hiding many secrets about their world. As it turned out, they had spent the last century using any means necessary to keep people ignorant within the confines of the wall. This revelation caused those in charge to permanently make an enemy out of the Survey Corps, which wasn't helped by them demanding custody of Eren, a Titan shifter, and Historia, the rightful heiress of the throne. While the series up until that point has focused on the battle between humans and Titans, this arc focuses the main characters to go up against other humans within the war. Season 3 Part 2 concluded in 2019 and focused on the mission to retake Wall Maria, a major attempt to turn the tides of the war into humanity's favor. Here, the Survey Corps once again faced off against Titans, including the Colossus Titan, the Armored Titan, and the Beast Titan, all monstrous and formidable opponents. However, the price of taking back Wall Maria was so high that almost the entire Survey Corps were completely wiped out. At the very least, the characters were finally able to uncover the long-teased mystery what secretly lays in the Yeager's family basement. But the scouts found just as many answers as they did problems there. In the leap up to the fourth and the final season, here is a refresher of the key plot points that are sure to make reappearance when the Attack on Titan anime returns with season 4. Don't worry, this video is totally going to be spoiler free. First thing that you should remember is Eren and Zeke. Although Zeke's identity isn't revealed until the third season, the series linked Zeke to Eren as the key antagonist early on. In season 3, we learned that he was Eren's half-brother, the son of Grisha Yeager and Dina Fritz, and that he wanted to save Eren, claiming the Grisha brainwashed him. Other than that, he is still very much a mystery. It is still unknown how or when he obtained the powers of the Beast Titan or the detail of his life after turning his parents in to obtain punishment for being part of the Eldian restoration group in the world beyond the walls. The last we saw Zeke, he appeared to be dead set in his beliefs and vowed to one day return to save Eren. It can be inferred that Zeke has dealt with many hardships in his life and that there is more to his grudge against Grisha than we know. Many of the key incidents in Attack on Titans have been a chain of events set off by Zeke, so it is only fitting that the show would be leading to the final confrontation between Eren and Zeke in season 4. Another thing which is going to be really important in the season 4 is that the Armin is now a colossal titan. Immediately after the fight against Zeke, Reiner and Berothor, both Armin and Erwin were left with ghastly injuries, clinging to life. Levi was forced to choose between one to save by turning them into a titan with the spinal fluid injection. While his initial choice was Erwin, the commander thought his time to be over and wished for Levi to save Armin, which he did. Armin was turned into a titan and ate Berothor, gaining the powers of the colossal titan. While Erwin did all that he could and set the foundation for Armin to take over, not all were convinced that saving Armin was the right choice. Floch in particular thought that Levi made a mistake, voicing his concern that Armin was unqualified next to Erwin, who aided the Survey Corps in making it this far. Armin also questioned whether Levi made the right decision or not, feeling unworthy of being chosen. Nevertheless, Armin is now in position of the leadership and has obtained great power. He must learn to step into this new role and work with Hanji, the new commander, to lead the other to freedom. Another thing to remember is unlocking Eren's true power requires Historia's blood. Since the season 2 finale, Eren has struggled to properly use a power that allowed him to control Titans with just his voice. In the season 3 finale, he figured out why that was. Eren was only able to use this ability in season 2 after making contact with the Titan form of Dina Fritz, a person of royal blood. To replicate those results, Eren believes that he needs to touch a member of the royal family when they are in a Titan form to fully utilize the founding Titan's power. While only someone of the royal blood can wield the true power of the founding Titan, they become caged by the first king's ideas and refuse to fight. In fear that this knowledge will put Historia's life in danger, Eren chooses not to say anything at all. But he might have to go back on this decision in the coming season. The Curse of the Yume. The founder of the Nine Titans was Ymir Fritz, who lived for 13 years after obtaining her Titan powers. Her single power was split into the Nine Titans, which have been passed on to Eldian people for 2000 years. Using that logic, it is believed that one who inherits the power of one of the Nine Titans will also die in 13 years. This means that Eren, Armin, Raynor, Annie and Zeke have a finite number of years left to live. Even less so with the final season taking place several years after season 3's finale. In addition to fighting titans, season 3 revealed that one behind the creation of the monsters are no other than humans itself. Everyone within the walls is the part of the race known as subjects of Ymir. These subjects have the ability to be activated as titans through the injection of Titan spinal fluid, while we have seen a civilization who despises the subjects of Ymir through Grisha's memories. Hanji Zhou stated during the meeting in season 3's Attack Titan, which is Eren right now, that the entire world may view them in the same light, making every human outside the wall their enemy, as they try to eradicate the subjects of Ymir in fear that they will one day rule the world. Before this revelation, the character of Attack on Titan believed that freedom lay beyond the walls after the annihilation of the All Titans. Now they know who their true enemy is, and despite the season ending with them finally making it to the sea they long awaited to see, Eren did not enjoy it at all, instead questioning if they will be ever obtaining the true freedom. Whatever the new challenges lies ahead in the Attack on Titan Season 4 is going to be amazing for sure. I can tell you that this season is going to make the history of the Attack on Titan. Again, if you don't know, the season is going to be released on the 7th December and I am really hyped to watch the first episode of Attack on Titans. If you enjoyed this video, just don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post daily anime content about top 10, top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations and all sort of anime content on daily basis. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe, and that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.